Yo guys, what's going on? It's Tristan, and Ethan's here too. And today, we're back with the podcast. Yay, the podcast! Yeah!
Let's go.
So today, we have our final predictions before the end of the season of our predictions on who's making the playoffs. There's a lot of stuff that's happened before we made these predictions last time. Alright, so me and Ethan both have our AFC and NFC's done. And let's start the NFC, because the NFC's lacking, right? Let's be honest. The NFC's lacking, alright? They ain't nothing compared to the AFC. Ethan, I want you to start with your NFC first.
Okay. The Packers are obviously doing best in the NFC, but all I'm hoping is that they don't get to the NFC Championship and just fumble it like they have like the past 3 years. So I have Packers my 1 seed, and then Rams my 2nd seed, Bucks my 3rd seed, Cowboys my 4th seed. And then for my 3 wild cards, I have Cardinals, 49ers, and Eagles.
Okay. Mine is very close, except one of those teams are not in there for me. So in the NFC, I have the Packers as the 1 seed because they've already clinched the NFC. And then the 2 seed Rams because they have a game ahead of the Buccaneers and Cowboys, and the Rams play the 49ers. The Buccaneers, I say they win. They play. I think they play the Panthers. That's who they play. So they'll end up winning. And the Cowboys play the Eagles. And then for my 5 seed, I have the Cardinals because there's no way they're going to lose a wildcard spot when they're 2 games ahead of the Eagles, who I have at the 6. They are gonna. They do play Dallas, but if they lose, it doesn't matter because they've already clinched a spot. In my 7 seed, Ethan said the 49ers. I'm going to go with the Saints. Alright, and here's why. The 49ers have to play
Good. That's a good
the
pick.
the 49ers have to play the Cowboys. Not the Cowboys, the Rams, my bad. And they haven't clinched. The Saints have to play the Falcons and they're 8-8. If the Saints win, then they'll have the same exact record with the 49ers, and I think that's going to be able to make them get a clinched in, I believe. So I have the Saints as my 7.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Alright. So, as I said, I think the Packers is probably my pick to make it in the Super Bowl. They're just the most dominant team in the NFL right now. Like literally no one stopped them.
Yeah.
Alright. So next up we have the AFC, and Ethan, you can start this one too.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Titans have pretty much clinched the 1st seed, right?
Yeah, they ain't clinched, but if they win this week, then they do clinch.
Okay. And Tristan has said that Derrick Henry's coming back this week, so especially when you add that to the mix, they'll be unstoppable like they always were. So I have Titans 1 seed, Chiefs 2nd seed, Bengals 3rd seed, Bills 4th seed, and then my 3 wild cards are Colts, Chargers, and Raiders.
Ooh, mine's also different. So my number 1 seed is the Titans. If they win, they clinch, and they're 1 game ahead of the Chiefs. And then 2 seed, I have the Chiefs, who play the Broncos, and the Broncos are poopy. Next, I have the Bills, and the Bills play the Jets, so they'll win, putting them with 11 wins. In the 4 seed, I have the Bengals. I think they'll lose to the Browns. They're not playing Joe Burrow. He's getting rest. And Joe Mixon has COVID, so he will not be playing. So I'm gonna put my money on the Bengals losing. Everybody will be ready for the playoffs. They'll be a 4 seed, finishing 10-7. My 5 seeds, the Patriots, I've already clinched a wild card as of today. So they are my 5 seed. They have to play the Dolphins. My 6th seed is the Indianapolis Colts. I believe they play Jacksonville. However, I believe. And if they win, they clinch. And then it's the Chargers and the Raiders that are stuck together. Whoever wins that game will go on as a 7th seed, and I picked the Chargers as my 7th seed.
Yeah, it's a nice list. That's good.
Alright, now, with all the teams that we have in mind, who is your teams that you want to see play in the AFC Championship?
With all these on my list, I know it would be hard to happen, but I would love to see a Bengals Colts AFC Championship.
Okay, so, my AFC Championship game is the, I want to say Colts, but I'm not going to go Colts. I want to say Bengals and Chiefs again. I want a rematch.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Our favorite
Those would
teams
both be good
fighting for the
matchups.
Super Bowl. One of them will be left crying.
Bro, that'd be so sick. I'm not talking about for the loser. I'm talking about just the hype of the game.
I know. Alright, how about the NFC? What do you think?
Um, I obviously know the Packers are going to get in there, but then who they're going to go up against is stuck between the Bucks and the Rams right now. But if I had to choose, I would love to see an Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady NFC Championship.
For me, I'm going to go Packers and Rams due to the fact that right now the Bucks are in some very hefty controversy with the Antonio Brown situation, and I feel like that's going to mess up their
Oh
playoff
yeah.
stuff and everything. There's a lot of players injured for the Bucks right now. And the Rams, they just kind of have their squad. Ain't really nothing else to say about it. They're just going to have their squad and they're running with it. So I'm going to say Packers and Rams.
Fair point.
Alright, with that said, who do you think would win between your AFC champions and your NFC champions? And who would go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, I'm just thinking about, you know how sick a Titans and Packers Super Bowl would be?
That would be nice.
Derrick Henry and Aaron Jones going at it.
What if it's
That'd be
like?
sick. So I'm
What?
saying Titans and Packers.
I'm gonna say Bengals and Packers because both of these teams have some of the best wide receiver cores in the whole NFL.
Yeah.
Or like a Bengals versus Cowboys because the Cowboys also have a pretty good wide receiver core. But no one wants to see the. Or actually,
Yeah,
take
I
a
want to see.
scratch Cowboys. Put Cardinals in there. Two young teams fighting at it.
That'd be sick.
Of course, the Bengals would win though. Yeah.
I want to see a big play Super Bowl where there's big plays happening like every minute.
You'll get that with the Bengals.
Yeah, I know, man. I had to watch them destroy the Chiefs little by little.
So, now let's read. So let's talk about that Chiefs game though, because there's been a lot of controversy about that game, and I kind of just I'm not listening.
Definitely not by me.
I'm just being honest. Like there's a lot of stuff that's went on. So if you don't know, and if you live under a rock, however you might, the Chiefs lost to the Cincinnati Bengals on Friday, or not Friday, Sunday. And Ethan, how's your response to that loss?
Okay. Okay. I was mad in the heat of the moment, so I went on the internet and found all of these screenshots about refs, and I started posting them on my story, like all of them. Yeah, but yeah, it was a good game. I don't have any reason to be mad about it. The Bengals just played a lot better than us in the second half. We didn't score any points.
Or
There may have
yeah.
been one controversial call, but they just played a lot better than us in the second half. Put up more points.
Alright, I'm gonna read off something that someone has posted, and you know him and I know him. And he's a Chiefs fan. Don't say who it is, okay? We know who it is.
Oh, okay.
And here's what he posted on Facebook. He said, "There's no reason to say who dey when the Chiefs already have a seat in." And my response to that is yes, the Chiefs do have the playoffs in, but we do too. So that kind of just cancels each other out there. So like, what? I don't understand the intention of posting that
What are you doing?
because like they both cancel each other out. So like, we
No,
made the
I'm
playoffs.
saying, what are you doing?
You're goaded, bro. Okay, well, we're not taking anything personal. But but yeah, I say the Bengals just played dominant offense. Jamar Chase played like Superman.
Yeah. Jamar Chase literally went out there in the second half and was like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Honestly, that was a good game. But I heard a lot of people were complaining about the calls. I wonder who that was.
I wonder who that was. I don't know, man.
I think he's on the podcast. It
I
might have been mad
wonder.
at you.
It might have been Matthew.
It
Might
might
have
have
been
been Ethan.
Max. Might have been Max. Oh, we never got to upload that episode.
I know. But so I think personally there was some pretty stupid calls, but they were still calls that made sense, and it wouldn't have made a change
Yeah.
to the game overall. So personally, I think that we deserve that win, cause the calls
Yeah.
didn't really make a big impact in the game that were wrong.
Yeah.
Now
I'm
from
still mad about freaking our cornerback that was just like, I'm gonna just touch Tyler Boyd here real quick.
No, I am gonna say this though. As a Bengals fan, we were freaking out towards the end of that game. We're like, "Go for 3!" And Zach Taylor's just like, "Let's go for a touchdown!" And we're all just like, "No, go for the 3!" And then he's like, "Let's go for a touchdown!" And then they fail, and then it's 4th down. Then we get the penalty. Then they go for it again. And it's a 4th down. They kick a field goal and we won. That's the most weirdest way to end a football game, but it happened.
It worked.
This is gonna be marked in the E&T Podcast history. Let's go for a touchdown! But yeah, that's all we got for today's episode. We were just talking about our playoff predictions and who we think's gonna make it in. If you guys agree, leave a like, subscribe. It's Ethan. It's me. Hi. We're heading out here. We'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast.
See ya.
See ya.